Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I want to build the long overdue pumpkin and melon farm today. And in order to do that, we need to go on a bit of a shopping spree. I'm going to need a lot of different redstone components. I know what type of farm I want to make. I know I want it to have 4 layers. It's going to be the classic Ilmango farm. Because of course it is. This is Hermitcraft. We are sponsored by Ilmango on this server. At least a lot of the time. But yeah, I need to get a lot of stuff. Now thankfully, if you may recall, way early in the season, I made a deal with Tango that I could take whatever I wanted from the redstone shop. This was part of my deal for the permit that I traded to him. I can take whatever I need from the redstone shop for personal use. So, Tango, I hate to say it, I'm about to take a lot of your stuff. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Is there an ender chest in here? Yes. We're just going to take our redstone shulker box and plop it down. And I've made these business partner vouchers that I'm going to leave. So for each layer of the farm, we're going to need 40 pistons. And I want to have 4 layers. So there we go. I know this doesn't math out exactly to 40, but it's fine. It's fine. We also need observers. And again, I'm going to need 4 layers worth of these. I am fine with getting some extra because the thing is, I also am going to have to do some other stuff that's not just the typical design. Because normally when you look up a tutorial and stuff like that for the single design, or for the farm design, it only has 1 layer. And I want to have 4 vertical stacked layers. I want to have a tower of pumpkins and melons. That's going to complicate things a little bit. Not that bad. And it is going to mean that I'm going to need some extra stuff. So it'll be fine. We want some... we can just use regular droppers. And I don't need that many. I just need like... We'll get 1 stack of droppers. You know what? While we're at it, let's get 1 stack of dispensers too. Just to have them in my redstone box. And then we're going to need hoppers. I should be fine. I don't need that many, and I've already got some that I made myself. Where are the comparators and repeaters? Are they over here? Aha! Here we go. Okay. So let's just get a stack of each. And there we go. Hopefully that will be everything. Oh, he's actually selling redstone blocks. We're just gonna, we'll take those as well, because I don't have that much actual redstone. So, okay. I think we are set. I'm just going to get a stack of sticky pistons just to have them in my redstone box. Okay. I think we're good now. Hopefully that will be everything we need. And, sorry, Tango. It's a lot of stuff, but it's for a farm that I need to make as soon as possible. So, yeah, now that we have all this, I'm going to head over to my industrial district. I need to gather some other supplies and things like that as well, but it's mostly just like building blocks, dirt, you know, that sort of thing. Nothing too complicated. So I'm going to gather up everything we need and then head over to our industrial district. So I just realized that I actually want a fair amount of glass as well. Unfortunately, Zedaf, who runs the plain glass portion of this, appears to be sold out, and he only has the 1 shulker box there. So, we got a couple of options. I could buy some white glass, or some light gray glass. That would work. 2 diamonds per stack isn't terrible. I really kind of want to use regular glass, though, is the thing. I don't want I really don't need stained glass for this. I want to have a water channel, and I want you to be able to see, you know, what's going through. So I think maybe what we can do is, last episode we got mail from Scar saying free shulker box of whatever. I don't remember where it was, but he sent us mail. It said, hey, you can get a free shulker box of stuff and things, one of which was sand. So maybe we go get a free shulker box of sand, and then use that. We can just turn that into glass. I think that's probably the way to go. Free credit for 1 shulker box of sand or gravel. I see a problem. It seems that everyone has already claimed the free sand and there is no sand left. This throws a little bit of a wrench in my plans. Okay, fine. We will use light gray stained glass. It will still work just fine. It'll get the job done. You'll be able to see the items inside. It's fine. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably way more than I actually need. Let's just get 4 stacks. That will be plenty, I think. There we go. We'll just do something like that. We'll use these named diamonds because they're a little weird, but it will be fine. And that way we can have our water channel and fill it up. Oh, I need ice. I don't know if there's an ice shop, though. Huh. You'll have to let me know. I don't think there is. I don't think anyone's selling ice. I might be wrong on that. I don't see anything that jumps out as being an ice shop, though. So, might have to go gather some of that as well. Although, you might not even... I don't know if you actually need ice anymore. It's been a long time since I've made a farm. A lot has changed in vanilla since the last time that I built, like, a large-scale farm with channeled items and stuff like that. I'll have to look into it. And here we are. Far, far away. We're like 4,000 blocks east. And this is the future site of our industrial district. There is a village right over here, which we will be taking advantage of for villager breeding and all that kind of stuff. But for the pumpkin and melon farm, I just realized if I'm going to AFK at the farm, we probably should get the villagers rounded up first, because we don't want them to all die in the middle of the night while I'm AFKing at the farm. So maybe I should round them up. But yeah, this is where we are going to put the farm. And we don't need a super large area, or at least a footprint, because it's going to be vertically stacked. So I think we only need like roughly a 13 by 13 area, which is not that big. Maybe we'll put it... Didn't I have sheep? I thought I had a whole sheep pen over here. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll be able to build it maybe like over here-ish. Or I could just put it closer to the village. I don't know. I'll think about where I'm going to put it. And I really should get those villagers rounded up. Okay, I think the villager thing is dealt with. Figured the easiest way to do it was just ring the bell, send them into their buildings, and then just essentially lock them inside. So that is what I have done. Can they get up here? I don't think they can, but just to be on the safe side, let's do that. But yeah, that'll take care of the villagers. And even if I missed like 1 or 2, it's fine. There's enough of them in here that I'll be able to breed. I just want to make sure that I don't AFK at the pumpkin and melon farm, and then come back to find all of these very conveniently located villagers are all dead and gone because of a attack in the middle of the night or something like that. Okay, on to the actual farm itself. Alright, my friends, the first layer of the farm is complete. I'm sure most of you have probably seen this design at some point before, but basically there's a hopper minecart underneath down here that runs under this layer of dirt. There are mumpkins. Yes, mumpkins and pelons. There are... Wow. There are pumpkins and melons in a checkerboard pattern, and then there are observers up here looking at all of the stalks. So whenever they grow, they will trigger the pistons, which will then break the pelon and the mumpkin. Why can't I English today? I don't know what's going on. They will break the melon and pumpkin, so it'll get picked up by the hopper minecart and feed it into this minecart unloading station, and everything ultimately will end up in this chest. You can see it's already kind of working. We have a few pumpkins and melon stalks that are fully grown, but most of them are still growing. But now I need to make 3 more layers. And this guy, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it all into a chest like this, but then what we'll do is we're going to end up grabbing another hopper output, probably into... I might have to run a couple of hoppers, actually, because I'm going to need space. Yeah, we'll probably have to do something like this. So what'll happen is they'll get fed then into a dispenser. The dispenser will spit them out into a chute, and we'll end up with a water stream. So that all of the outputs from all of the farms will end up in one spot. But for now, let me get the rest of the layers built, and we'll worry about... We'll worry about the final item distribution station later. Also, we're going to want to auto-craft the melons, because the melons are going to give us slices. And I think, well, actually, do we want to auto-craft them? That's actually an interesting question. Because you want them auto-crafted for villager trading. But it would be nice to have some slices as well, just for, like, making... No, you know what? Yeah, we'll auto-craft all the melon slices into melons for villager trading. I think that's the way to go. But anyway, this thing is technically operational. But yeah, now I need to stack 3 more layers, so we have a total of 4. Well, my friends, I just finished a live stream. It's the next day. And... before I head back over there to finish up the farm, I wanted to check on the pop-up shop that we put in False's base as part of our Mission Possible thing, and just see if maybe False saw it and bought the stuff. Let's go. Okay, so we have completed Mission Possible number 1. We have 1 done. I'm going to tear this down because I don't want it to stay here as part of her base. And then we'll head over to Mission Possible headquarters to get a new mission. Okay, time to see what our next mission is here. Ring the bell to get a mission. What do we got? Okay, mission number 38. Get creepily close to and follow another hermit for at least 3 minutes without saying or chatting a single word or sentence, then fly away. They cannot be AFK. That seems totally doable and also pretty easy. Joe is currently online. Okay, I'm guessing Joe is probably somewhere over here. in his large area that he's been working on. That's my guess. I don't know for sure. Villagers. Okay, is there a Joe Hills? I'm going to look around for a little bit and see if I can find him. Well, I did spend a little while looking for Joe. Unfortunately, did not find him. And I'm sure I could track him down if I really wanted to be thorough and look everywhere, but it's fine. I'll find another hermit to stalk. And we'll do that challenge later. However, as I said, I did just finish up a live stream. And during the stream, I built 4 more layers on the farm. So, we now have a 5-layer pumpkin and melon farm. And everything seems to be working pretty well. You know, we've got pumpkins and melons outputting as it should be. You know what we can do, actually, was it F4? Yeah, here we go. We can pop out here so you can take a look. As you can see, it's a pumpkin and melon farm. It gets the job done. It's kind of ugly, but it's functional. And also, I haven't decided yet, this is going to be my industrial district. I'm kind of leaning towards all of the builds here are going to be really ugly. Maybe I'll make some of them pretty, but today is not that day. However, there is one glaring issue with this farm as it currently stands, and that is the fact that these chests are not connected. And the last thing I want to do is individually fly to each layer to collect the output of the farm. That will just be a headache. So I have a plan to address that, and that is what we're going to do right now. Also, we're going to be using these melons for trading. Melon slices. It takes 9 melon slices to make a melon, and you trade the melons, not the slices, to villagers. So I also want to auto-craft all of the melon slices into melons, and for that, I have built a crafter. So, let's grab a couple of things here. We need some redstone bits and bobs. Need some hoppers, need some torches, need some redstone. Definitely need some chests. I'm going to need droppers. I'm going to need I probably don't actually need the observers, but I do need the glass. We'll just grab all of the redstone stuff. There's a lot of stuff here that should probably be in a different chest. I'm kind of looking through this now. I didn't do a great job of organizing afterwards, but that's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a couple of water buckets. And the plan, I think, is this. We want to output... I just realized... This chest is a little awkward. I think it's fine. Tell you what, let's actually grab some dirt as well. Or actually, no, let's grab stone, because I don't want grass to grow on it. So what I'm thinking is this. We're going to take hoppers, and just to make sure that I've got space, we're going to run a hopper like this, and it's going to drain the stuff and have that feed into a dropper like so, which will then feed into a water stream. Now we may change this a little bit, but the plan is actually no, this is fine. We can leave this as is. We're gonna have we're gonna essentially make, if I can actually place blocks properly, there we go. We're gonna make a water. We're gonna make a drop chute. Is the plan, so that all of the stuff will be dispensed into a single place. That is the goal. I am 100% going to need more rockets. I also think I'm probably going to need some other stuff too. Specifically, a bubble. I'm going to want to make a bubble vader. Not a huge one, but I'm going to want to make a bubble vader to take this water stream, bring it back up, and then output it to chests and stuff down here, just because this one's so close to ground level. Yeah, let me go grab some more supplies. Okay, hopefully I now have everything I need. So first things first, let me show you how this is going to work. So what we need to do is hook this up to an automatic dispenser. So we want the items to go from the chest into, well, I guess it's a dropper, but it would work with the dispenser as well. Ultimately, we want the items to go into here, and then whenever there's an item here in here, it gets automatically spit out. That's basically the plan. For the moment, I'm going to break this just to temporarily cut this off. But what we do is make just a little circuit here. Like so. Oh, my inventory is full of random stuff. What do I not need? Flowers. Those can go away. And we go like this. And then it is a repeater coming out. A comparator. And then dust, dust, dust. And you can see that is just going to spit out the items into this stream like so. And they'll all be collected right here. So that will work out perfectly fine. Now, I don't know how much stuff is actually in here. It's probably a decent... That's a lot. Okay. I don't feel like waiting on this thing forever. Let's very carefully grab everything like so. And for now, we're just going to put it back in this chest. But essentially what I'm going to do is create this circuit once for each layer of the farm going up. And then we'll have this one drop chute that will collect everything, basically. Now, the thing is, we're going to need some sort of collection channel. So let's do that real quick. Let's just grab some stone brick like so. It doesn't have to be super pretty. But, let's see. Let's go to here. This will be fine. And then this is where our bubble vader is going to be. Is right here. Although actually we need dirt first because we got to plant kelp. It doesn't need to be super high, but it needs to be up high enough that I can put stuff into a channel and then have it flow into hoppers and stuff like that. So, yeah, that is the plan. Let me get to work on it. Well, my friends, I think it is done. And it's kind of a bunch of redstone spaghetti, but that's okay. It's functional. So here's what's going on. Each of these chests is outputting to a dispenser or a dropper. You could technically use either one. These are droppers. But basically, whenever there's an item in here, this redstone circuit will trigger, causing it to spit this item out into a drop chute, like this. The chute goes all the way down here, where it goes into a water stream, goes up a bubble vader, and goes into a sorting system. So pumpkins and melons, or pumpkins, will go into this column, and they will all get filtered down into these chests here. They're simple because they don't require any crafting. These ones, on the other hand, will need a little bit more because they need to be crafted from slices, melon slices, into actual melons. So they go through the sorting system, and eventually they're filtered into this crafter, which then runs a comparator And the way that the crafter works is if you run a comparator out of it, it will get one tick, one redstone signal strength, so to speak, for every slot that's used up to a maximum of 9, and it will filter as you put push items into it with a hopper. It will go into the first slot and then into the second, and so on and so forth. So when this reaches 9 signal strength, it will the signal will wrap around back into itself, and it will get powered, thereby crafting the item, ejecting it out into these hoppers here, and starting the cycle over again. So that is essentially what's going on. And then, of course, I am a firm believer that any farm that you are going to be AFKing at should have an overflow of some sort. So that's what we have up here. Any items that don't end up in these hoppers will go into this dropper, which will then just get spit out and go into lava. So if this whole thing is completely filled up, it will just spit stuff out here. Or if for some reason items are flying through faster than it can actually pick stuff up, then it will any extra stuff will get burned. That way we don't end up having a whole massive stack of like a bazillion items just sitting on the ground and, breaking the server, essentially. But yeah, that's how this works. You can see as this thing goes, it fills up, triggers, and starts over. So, pretty cool. These new auto crafters are going to be incredible and amazing for so many farms. But yeah, that is the pumpkin and melon farm. This should give us all the pumpkins and melons that we need for all of the villager trading we could ever want to do, without me having to actually gather them manually. That makes me extremely happy because I am not a fan of manual craft of the anything that I can anything I can do to make things a little easier on myself, I am absolutely going to take advantage of it. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.